it that you want to do?
Well, we want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. And we want to get loaded. And we want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do.
Well, wait, baby, let's go.
We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a party.
Good day.
Hello and welcome to the Northern Union Vape Show. It is now 9 p.m. and you are joined by myself, Big D Vapes, along with Benny Vapes, JP from JP Vape Reviews, a man above the clouds, Ian from ATC Vape Reviews, and Mr. Blazing Squad, Blazing Vapes. And also our special guest, John Devlin, a.k.a. Proper Coils. Welcome, John, to the show.
Thanks.
Very well, mate. Yeah. How is everybody?
Yeah.
Warm, sweaty, clammy. It's been absolutely awful today. The heat's been horrendous. Let's take a look in chat. Let's see who's in chat. And then we'll go on to our buffets. So we'll do it a bit the other way around today. I tell you what, I'll say a few and then I'll hand it over to JP. So welcome to my mate Simon62, Simon Bridgewood. You can see he's now become a moderator. He's got the links in chat. Well done. Thank you, Simon. We've also got Blazing. We've got Craig Brown. Evening, Craig. Mick Beavers from the Late Night Vape Show. Welcome, Mick. You got Mr. Paul Anderson. Paul, your prize should be with you next week sometime. You've also got Shane Gibson. We've got Stuart Ayrton. Hello, Stuart. Welcome, buddy. Kentucky Bill, all the way over from America, across the pond. And Amanda Robinson from the Home Firth Mandem. Welcome, Amanda. So, JP, take over, buddy.
Right. I say we've got Big D, Lee Anderson, Graham, Net Reality, JD, DE, Proper Coils, Black Country Vapor, Shebogan, Jad UK, Juicy Brothers, Tony, Sam M, Vapeheads, and Debbie Robinson. I think I've got everyone. I'm not 100% sure, but if I miss your name, I apologise.
I need to turn my mic down. I knew that happened. I've got
turn your mic down.
Your mic down.
Got my gain.
I didn't even turn mine on.
Is that
it was fine. It was fine earlier. I think it's just because you got closer to it. That's all.
Yeah. So, Juicy Brothers, is that Paul or is it the other dude, the Canadian Vapor? That's Paul, that innit? All right, kid. That's definitely Paul from the Vaping Bank. Right, we'll move on. Let's see what we're vaping on. I'll go first, and then I'll hand it round to you guys. I'm on the Geek Vape Wenax. It's a really good pod system. Very good flavour. Inside that, I'm on the Blues by My Liquids, which is a blue raspberry. I'm also on the Druga Norada. Inside that, I'm on My Liquids Grappy, which is a grape and apple. And I'm also on the Oxford and the Pod King tonight, Mark. Got the Oxford with Nasty Juice Shisha, great raspberry, and also the Geek Vape Boost Plus, which is my new favourite device. Inside that is my regular Just Jam. So I'll pass that on over to Mr. Devlin.
I'm on the Vindicator Ruby 21 and some staggered fused Claptons.
Nice.
0.14 on those and that, hitting like a train.
Rowdy.
I'm on, and the juice in that is drumsticks from Vapex. What was it? Dripax.
Oh, Dripax, yeah, they're good then.
I'm on Easy Mod with the Precisio, and I have some American Flu Cured Virginia 2017 from Simply Leaf and
from Juice Cabin.
It looks like
Juice Cabin, yeah. And I have the DNA 250C Odin with the trilogy on top, and I have Sad Boy E-Liquid, Butter Cookie in that.
Nice. Oh,
And
Sad
then
Boy.
the coils in that, I better say what coils I have. A 0.75 fuse Clapton in the Easy Mods, and I have 0.11 frame staples in the trilogy. That's it.
Nice one, Johnny. You pass it over to you, buddy.
Pass it over to Benny.
Right, thank you very much. Thank you, John, for joining us. I'm on the Geek Vape Boost Plus that does work but now leaks, but we'll go into that later. And in that, I've got Purple Bomb that I'm just finishing on. It's nearly gone, is that last bit. I'm also on the mix with the Pandora, with some Macca's RY4. That's from Juice Cabin as well. And I'm also on this little beauty that I absolutely love, which is the mini can from Aspire. Yeah, mate.
Selling loads of those in my shop.
Honest, mate, for price, I think they're a cracker. And in that, I've got some, is it ULTD Get Some Grape, which I'm liking that as well. And that is me. So I will pass it on to Steve.
Right, yeah, I have got the Rincoma and Mechman with the Nada RDA on, with some Death by Bunny from Zeus Juice, which is quite nice. Fat Rabbit on top of the Gen, with some Boule, however you pronounce it, from Coil Turd.
Boulou.
I had that ages ago, tried it, and then put it down, and then just picked it up, so I'm giving that a second blast. And then I've got the Aegeus Legend with the Hell Beast on, with some Pegasus from Zeus Juice, and that is me, and I'll pass that on to Ian.
Nice one. Thank you very much. Welcome everyone in chat, and welcome to you, John. I am on the Aegis X with the intake sub-ohm tank on it, with some Irish ice cream from CAF in there. I'm also on this, I keep forgetting the name of it, microphone, Aspire BP60 with some Induced Origins Blackberry Pear and Elderflower in
How are you
there.
finding that BP60, Ian? Do you like it?
I like it. It's I haven't used it loads because I've been away for a few days and I didn't take it with me, but I used it for a couple of days before. So far, so good. The only thing I will say is the pod. Obviously, it's got capacity issues as per TBD, but TBD, TPD. I haven't sussed out whether you can actually take it out yet or not. I'm sure someone in chat will probably tell me in a minute, because they're all very clued up like that. But yeah, so yeah, but it's really good though. I mean, I like the form factor of it. It's big. It's got a decent battery. It doesn't. I'm vaping this at 35 watts currently. With the coil in there is a 0.29, so I could take it higher, but I just keep it low to prolong the battery life, really.
Yeah.
Yes, that's that. With that in there, and I'm on my Geek Vape, Aegis Boost thing with some Herbal Tides Black Cherry, 6mg freebase in there, and that is me. That's all of us, isn't it?
That is all of us.
It is.
No,
JP.
no, it's still me.
Oh.
I'm on the Dead Rabbit V2 on the Dreamer 1.5. In that, I have got Taffy King's Watermelon Taffy. However, I've modified that. I've put a bit of Wicked Addictions It's Mint in there to give it some different flavour going on, profile going on in there. I'm on the Aegis Boost with the RDTA unit on it. And in that, I've got Tabilla V2, as well as the Boost Plus with our very own Northern Union Vape Show's juice of the Caribbean Cream. So if you want to try some of that, go over to Juice Cabins and buy yourself a bottle of it.
When did you go there?
It was
One
shut.
fucking shut. Had to order it online.
Oh, dear.
However, I'm looking forward to the RDTA unit for this, because I can tell the difference between the two coils when you've actually been vaping both of them off. And that's me.
Thank you, JP. There's a bit of protest in the group. We need to get Sheboygan a spanner, apparently.
yeah, I've seen that one.
Sheboygan's got a new missus, so go and check out his Facebook page.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I saw that.
Is it wife number 6?
That's just, yeah.
She needs some beef.
Kentucky Bill says that he wants JP to introduce his name into chat next time because he sounds more sexy. Dan Barden, yes, you did tell me that the WinX is automatic draw, which I didn't know. Thank you very much. So we've got Proper Coils in the house. You can head over to propercoils.com and check out his website. He does ship to 44 countries worldwide, which is very good. So John's fairly new to the YouTube scene. He started, was it in March?
March, yeah, a few months ago. Yeah,
you've done 10 videos, haven't you, so far?
Yeah. I was doing a video a week until my computer started acting the maggot about 2 weeks ago. So.
Are you going to upgrade your PC, do you reckon?
I have a big enough plan to like completely do up a room for the coil building and the like desktop, the whole setup, all in one. So in a few months' time, I'm going to renovate one of the rooms. So.
I do like your setup though; it's very snazzy, isn't it? What you've already got.
The rotary jewelry making drill is very useful, like very very fast, very smooth. It's handy. Yeah, you can spin out a lot of coils very easy.
Reminds me of, do you know when you used to watch that one where you go, ha ha ha, more power? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Home Improvements. It's like that when he first put it up, he was like, put a picture up and like, oh, look what I've got. I'm like, what's that? He goes, oh, it goes this fast. I'm like, oh yeah, more power.
If you don't know
Tim the Two-Man Taylor, isn't it?
Yeah, Tim the Two-Man Taylor, yeah, that's the one.
Well, Thursday as well. So yeah, you did the RTA, didn't you? The live unbox and build.
That got a shitload of views, yeah.
It did, yeah. It's 600 odd, wasn't it?
649,
yeah.
650, yeah.
Which is really good. I mean, I do like your live builds though, because you've got the music in the background. It's pretty funky.
Yeah.
What sort of music you into then, mainly?
Music-wise, probably 90s stuff. So a lot of Oasis, Stereophonics, that sort of thing. Nirvana, Metallica. Yeah.
So a bit of a mix then.
Yeah.
Well, the stereophonics, as Mark and Large used to call them on radio back in the day.
I like the earlier stuff of Stereophonic. They got a bit too commercial, didn't they?
They're quite good. I quite like those.
The last couple of albums were a bit. They weren't heavy enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the early stuff was really heavy. I forget the drummer's name, but the original drummer they had, when he left, it sort of got a bit bland, I think. But before that, it was great stuff.
One of them took a drug overdose, didn't he?
Was that what happened? Yeah, I don't know.
It was a drug overdose. One of the Stereophonic guys. Yeah.
Don't know. It's lost on me that.
He's an awesome voice. The lead singer was an awesome voice.
Yeah. Was he called Kelly or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do like the earlier stuff. Guys, in chat, if you got any questions for our guest, Proper Coils, do feel free to pop them in.
Please do.
Mark Jensen says, anyone think Proper Coils is a dead ringer for the sulfur vapor?
Not really.
No, I don't know how to take that.
Got the same hairstyle, yeah.
Sulfur Vapor's a very, very attractive man.
He is.
For his age.
Yeah, he is handsome.
We've also got from the Late Night Vape Show, have you ever done the river dance?
At every wedding I go to,
yeah.
What's he called in Michael Flatley?
Yeah.
Every wedding you go to, you have to have your trousers above your knees and do the river dance.
But he's not proper Irish. He's from America, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like he's American Irish.
Yeah, like a plastic Irish.
Yeah.
Sheboygan, do you make coils?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try making coils. I'm gonna start with a Clapton and see where I get on.
You make coils.
When did you make your first coil? And how long did it take you?
When did I make my first coil?
Yeah, and how long did it take?
My first coil 5 years ago, I'd say. It wasn't long after I started vaping, and I found some videos on YouTube, and I think the first video I seen was The Art of Vaping by Squid Dude. If anyone's interested, go and watch that stuff. Even just the way he edits the videos, they're like unreal. It's unreal to watch. And even if you're not going to build coils, I'd still watch the videos because they're class.
And what's he called again?
Squid Dude, yeah. But the series, the channel is called The Art of Vaping. Some beautifully shot videos. It's just really interesting to look at, even if you're not going to try it out. But I watched a couple of his videos and I tried. I just went by him, so he was saying try with a Clapton first, then build up. So a Clapton is 1 core with a wrap on it, and then build it up to a fused Clapton with 2 cores with a wrap on it, and then go from there. Once I got the fused Claptons, then the aim was to try and master how to do an alien, and that took me about 6 months of trying and then stopping and giving up and then going back to it, and then I'd stop for a month and then I'd just say, fuck this, I'm going to go out and try it again, watch the video again, try it again. It took me about 6 months, but eventually I had figured out the alien. Once I figured out the alien, that sort of got me on my way.
You need patience as well, don't you? I mean, there's some fine wire that you work with.
The aliens are definitely the most difficult because there's a lot of things to go wrong. So if you're doing an alien, if you stretch it too much, it's not going to, the spacing is going to be too much. If you don't stretch it enough, it's going to overlap. If if your tension is too much, it's going to overlap. If your angle isn't right, it's going to be spaced too much. It's just a load of little things you need to get right. But once you get it right, it's just about repeating that, and sort of drilling it into yourself.
Yeah. UK Vapes says hello to John. You are his main man.
There you go.
Yeah, Rob.
Yes. Setley man, he's got a question for you, Proper Coils. Who is your favourite UK reviewer?
Benny Vapes. Favourite UK reviewer. Who do I watch the most?
Bullshit, neither.
Favourite UK reviewer. I know we sponsor Flat Cap, but Flat Cap's edits and his video edits are unreal. Some of the stuff he's done for my coil shots for me personally have been brilliant, and he's done a couple of presentation videos for me. I didn't even ask him to do them, and he just done them.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
They were brilliant. Yeah, he's really good at his editing.
Have you seen Reverend V's videos?
I do like Reverend.
He's not doing it anymore, is he?
I'm not seeing.
You need to light a few candles and get a bottle of wine and get your lady friend beside you and stick those on.
Yeah, it's almost like vape porn, isn't it? It's just
But that might be the only time my wife will watch a vape video.
Yeah. Well, there used to be another guy that did that with Paulie Meatballs. All these videos were just pictures, but like macro shots and all that. Like, and I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
He was saying it takes him a long time to edit them and stuff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. Yeah, I can imagine it is anyway.
And regarding things taking quite a long time to make, your coils must take quite a while, and people don't understand that, do they? You're going to get some people saying, bloody hell, like £14, £15, it seems quite expensive, but you're getting proper handmade premium coils, aren't you?
You're getting proper coils.
Yeah, you're getting that time that's been took to make them.
The majority of the expense is time, because it does take. It's the majority of the price is the time it takes. So, the more complex the coil, the more expensive it is. So, it'll take longer to make an alien. So, an alien's going to be more expensive than like a Clapton or a fused Clapton.
Yeah. I mean, I don't personally think that they are expensive, but obviously, you get a lot of people.
Yeah.
I sell Scott's coils in my shop, and people say that they're expensive, but it's the time it's took to make those.
Yeah, and it's the years it takes to learn how to do it. And
yeah. Well,
Samens your own personal time that you put into it to learn.
Samens asked how many tattoos you have.
I have a full Japanese sleeve here. I have my child's name here, so that's 2. I suppose you count that as 1, 2, 3. If you count the sleeve as 1, it's 3.
Yeah.
You can split that up into 5 or 6.
And he also asked, how long do your coils last?
It's a tough question, because it depends how high you're vaping, how high your wattage is, what type of juice you're using, how often you clean them yourself. So if you're going to be running them at a high wattage and not cleaning them and not re-wicking regularly, they might last you a month. But if you look after them properly, they could last you 3 months, 6 months.
Yeah, Stuart in the chat saying it is 5 months so far.
I will say the one of the biggest factors is the material that goes into the coil. So if the coil, just say I make a Clapton, like my mounted-on Claptons are 28 gauge by 38 gauge. So the gauge is high, so the wire is fairly thin. But if you, so that you might get a month out of those. But if you're using my fused Claptons 0.1s, they are 24 gauge, which is a lot thicker of a wire. So the thicker wire will last longer because it's not going to degrade as quick. When you're heating up, cooling down, it's going to degrade eventually. But the thicker it is, the longer, definitely the longer it would last.
And how do you recommend cleaning your coils?
What I do is you're going to re-wick. Most setups you're going to re-wick, or you should re-wick once a week. So anytime I'm changing my cotton, it's just a matter of dry burn your coils 3 or 4 times, get them glowing red, run water over them. If you have got, I'm not going to go search for it. If you have got one of those little metal brushes, I know Coil Master do a little metal wire brush. In between the water brush, give them a brush, and it'll come up like brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Well, so then somebody had a question. Oh, that was it. Yeah, Stuart, are those zipper coils yours? Because apparently they look a bit better than John's. That's what he said in chat. Never heard of zipper coils though, buddy. But Sam M says, how long would you say one of your proper coils lasts?
We've just done that.
Yeah, it depends on the coil. Like I'd say if you look after the mounted-on coils about a month, and about fused Claptons, the 0.1 fused Claptons, I'd say you get 6 months out of those if you look after them.
I think Daddy's on Rog Show.
How long you been vaping, John?
About 5 years. Yeah,
5 years.
When I decided to vape, the reason I decided to vape was she's 4.5 now. My wife was pregnant with our first child, and like when I think about it at the time, it's pretty disgusting. But we were smoking in the house, which was like, when I think about it now, like you're painting the ceiling because the ceiling will go yellow every so often. And we decided that we were going to smoke outside, and then it was like freezing outside, and I'm like, this is not good, so I need to think of something else. And a couple of the guys at work were vaping, and I was like, I'd rather give the vaping a go than have to stand outside in the rain smoking, because I didn't want to smoke with the child coming.
Yeah.
So that would have been 5 years ago. She's 4.5 now. So, and then I'd say it was the first device I ever used was that spinner, the Spinner Vision 2 with the.
Oh yeah, Vision Spinner, yeah.
You know that, yeah, and it was like voltage. You could change the voltage with spinning the thing in the bottom.
Yeah, it's a bit like the Twister is now, isn't it? The 3Max Twister.
Yeah, it was Aspire. It was Aspire that made that, wasn't it?
Yeah. But say the Twister now, you can get it like doing wattage now. It goes up to 80 watts, but that spins at the bottom.
So I bought that. That was one of my first devices, and it was pretty good. And went from there. Yeah, then found. I'd say about 6 months later, I found that you could actually build your own coils and stuff. So
you don't use pods or anything like that?
No.
I like the higher nicotine level.
To be honest with you, it would kill me to buy coils for a pod. When I can make me own.
You're anti-pod.
Yeah, get with the pods. Sheboygan, put in capital letters and chat there. Down hashtag ban the pods.
What I was going to say then. Sheboygan, UK Vapester, did TVP let you out to play with other boys today? I don't know what that's about, Sheboygan. Net reality. Well, we've already had that question already. I tell you what, I'm pretty shit at this, Mark.
So when you first started making your coils, what wire did you use? Did you just use cheap, like from what that one? There's one in Warrington that's not doing it anymore, isn't there?
Crazy Wire, is it?
Crazy Wire, yes.
Yeah, it was actually Crazy Wire. Yeah, I ordered from those. The very first wire I bought was from my local shop. I don't even know the name, but probably Coil Master stuff. I can remember it was red and black, so I presume it was Coil Master. And it was just like round wire, just wrap around the jig and walk away. Then, even then, I was like delighted with that. I thought it was great. I could make my own stuff.
And what sort of juices do you tend to go for? What would you say your top 3 juices are that you've actually tried?
It depends what I'm using, but if it's made so long as tobacco, I for about 3 years I used I can't remember the name of the juice, even though I used it for 3 years, but it was a French company that made it, one of my local shops is owned by a French guy, so he gets a lot of French juices in. So it was a tobacco, vanilla, and cookie mouth to lung 12 milligram. And then so tobacco and mouth to lung. And if I'm using a mech, it's usually like a bakery flavor, and then if it's RTA, it's usually like a fruit flavor. So a bit of everything, depending on what you're using.
Stuart's just said Crazy Wire is still going. I thought they'd stopped making wire. They're making wire, but not vaping wire anymore.
I thought they stopped. They stopped stocking vape related wire or something.
Yeah. I thought they stopped doing vape related wire. They're having a massive sale, aren't they?
Yeah. Dan Barden, the tattooist, he says, John, do you have holes poked in the end of your thumbs from the wire?
I stab myself on a daily basis. Yeah. That's just part of it. You're gonna have
And do you swear?
Building tools, you're gonna stab yourself.
And do you go, ow, that hurt, or do you go?
I try not to say. I try, as Mick in chat says, I try not to say fuck too much.
So what wire do you use now then for your coils?
I use Twisted Messes, all Twisted Messes and Anarchist wire, and the only other wire I use is Kidney Punchers. It's all American wire, and the reason I use Kidney Punchers is because I couldn't get the Twisted Messes Canthal 30 gauge anywhere. I couldn't get it anywhere, so I had to source a different American wire. So Kidney Punchers really good stuff as well. So I used the Kidney Punchers 30 gauge Canthal for my mouth to lung aliens, and then everything else is either Anarchist or Twisted Messes wire. In my opinion, it's American wire is better quality, better standard of wire.
Well, I think with that, it cleans it, doesn't it? Like, their wire comes, they clean it all off, and so I've seen a thing that has big rolls and it cleans it all off, and they have a spec on.
Especially the Anarchist wire, it's like you could see your face and it's sparkling.
Yeah, that's why it costs so much. Because, like I say, I saw a video to clean it all off. It comes with big rolls. They had an input into what percentage of material was put into the wire, because obviously that plays a big part on what percentages they use the wire in it. You know, to make the wire, and that's why they say that Anarchist wire and all that is a better quality wire, because they have a say in what it is.
Yeah, it's like Anarchist wire is like retail price. It's nearly like £1 a foot. It's expensive, but it's the best stuff. It's the best stuff in the market, I think. The only thing about the Anarchist wire, it doesn't come in all the gauges that you'd want. So that's why I went with Twisted Messes. It was, in my opinion, it'd be the next best. Twisted Messes wire goes right from like 20 gauge right up to 40 gauge, 44 gauge hair thin wire. Whereas Anarchist wire would go from like, I think it starts at 18 and up to 26, I think is the highest it goes. So I use a lot of Anarchist wire for my cores, and I use a lot of the Twisted Messes wire for the wraps. Yeah.
And do you think about opening your own vape shops at some point?
To be honest with you, I haven't time. The job I'm in at the minute is going pretty well. So I've a load of stuff. I couldn't even consider that at the minute. I'm too busy.
Because you could go for the higher end market, couldn't you? The hobbyists.
Yeah.
You know, with the knowledge that you have.
Yeah. I'm in talks at the minute with one of the high end online shops that sell the online hardware. Maybe stock on my coils, but I'll see. I don't know. I'll see.
Like Creme de la Vape, that sort of high end stuff.
Yeah, so one of the shops.
yeah, one of them, Danny. One of them.
One of them, yeah.
Don't tell me which one.
It's all hush hush. No, it's not. There's nothing concrete yet. There's a few emails exchanged, but I'll see. I don't know. I from the start, I sort of said to myself that I wanted to do it independently and not have to. Not there's nothing wrong with dealing with shops, but I'd rather do it myself if I can and not have to deal with wholesalers or shops and stuff. But
yeah, once you start dealing with wholesalers, that's when you got to start. Well, they'll put the prices down.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it, but the advantage obviously is you're going to have a bulk order, like you're going to sell a lot in one go. Which for me is good.
Yeah,
it's not really the price that I'd be worried about. It's more the expectation of like having so many, like massive order coming in and then pressure, and then I've got a job, my own job as well. So I like at the moment I'm fairly happy with the way things are going.
And if it's it's slowly taking off, isn't it? You're getting more and more popular. Now the sponsor of the N.U.V.S, which is the biggest UK vape show, and ours is after that. But yeah, you're doing really well.
No, it's going really well. Yeah, it's going really well.
And there's plenty of discount codes out there. Hint, hint. But only show that's not got one.
I knew that was coming.
Guys in chat, don't forget to head on over to Proper Coils on his YouTube channel and do give him a subscribe. Check out his channels. He's got some really good videos on there.
Yeah, check out his Instagram. He takes some really nice pictures of his coils on Instagram.
Yeah. And I've had Proper Coils as well off John, and they're very, very good quality. Still going strong. I use them every single day. Very, very good. And they're reasonably priced as well, aren't they, John?
For what the material I use, definitely, yeah. I feel the hour,
yeah.
If any, just on about Instagram pictures and coil pictures, if anyone in chat is interested in taking pictures for vape pictures, I know a lot of guys use Instagram and stuff. I was watching a live last night. N.U.V.S, he is an American coil builder, but he does a lot of live videos. He done an hour's live video on his YouTube channel. He'd be one of the most well-known coil builders in the world. But he done an hour-long video showing how he edits his photos for Instagram. It was really interesting. Even if you're not taking coil shots, just general photo editing, it was really, really just interesting to see how one of the top guys does their editing. It was good.
Yeah. It's an art form, isn't it? On Instagram, there's that many different coils out there. Really,
the guys on Instagram are just a different level. Like the amount of time they'll put into one set of coils. Still, I know, like Wired with Big G, he was on the UK Vape Show recently. I think it was him or Nick was saying 17 hours work between making the coil and editing the shots and stuff. Twisted Messes as well. He was saying that's sort of nearly 20 hours to get 3 or 4 really good shots for his Instagram.
Have you ever watched M-Turk?
Yeah, I watched M-Turk. Yeah. Funny enough, M-Turk is where I got the idea for the jewellery drill I have. That's the exact same drill he uses. I watched one of his. He had an Instagram, a short clip Instagram video. And I seen it, and I was like, "That's how he makes his coil so quick." I was like, "That's how he does it," because he makes a massive amount of coils. For one guy, the amount of stuff he churns out is crazy. So what I done was I took a screenshot of a still of that, and I stuck a question up on Coil Wars, which is probably the biggest coil building Facebook group, and asked, "What is that machine? Where can I get it?" And I found out then from there where to get it. But 80 quid for that thing was the best thing I ever bought.
So how many coils can you do?
It depends. Obviously, it depends what type of coil. If it's a Clapton, you can bang them out fairly quick because it's just a matter of setting up your core and then running your drill. An Alien would take. It depends what it is. An Alien would take a lot longer, and then a fused Clapton would be somewhere in between, I suppose. And then the more complex they are, the harder they are. Like the guys on Instagram again, the stuff they do, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I was about to say that. What's the most complex coil that you've ever tried?
The framed staggered fused Claptons, that sort of thing. Nothing. I suppose it's hard for me to invest 20 hours into making one set of coils when I've got orders coming in, so it's hard to. Nothing as Wired or Big G. Nothing as crazy as that guy does. I've done interlocks. I've done interlocked aliens. I've tried basically most coils. The coils. Some of the coils they make on Instagram are they're five different coils, but they're all in the one coil, if that makes sense. So it'll be one coil wrapped around another coil. I've done nothing like that.
It's just coil porn, isn't it? It's not. They're not going to be vapeable, really. Some of them
it's nice to watch. You couldn't vape. The boys will tell you themselves, you couldn't vape a lot of them. But they're beautiful to look at, and the intricacy of it. I'd be flicking through it flat out, looking at stuff. It's really interesting.
JP, you've got some,
It is anyway.
haven't you?
Yeah, I've had some in the past. Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you get on with them?
Yeah, I enjoyed them. I had the Series Aliens for me Ardent, and then I overheated them when I was dry burning and broke them, so I need to order some more in.
Yeah, I got some custom ones off you, didn't I, John? For my
the Valhalla, was it?
Yeah, really good. Knocked my head off though.
Yeah. I think I knocked Vic's head off last week.
Yeah, because you did them for about a 0.41, was it? Something like that?
It doesn't like he messaged me because it's an unusual, it's not your regular obviously build. So he messaged me asking what do I recommend. So before I told him, I think it was the same specs I'd done for Danny. What I done was I went on to Mike Vapes and Bogan's because they had the reviews up already for us. So I wanted to see what coils they had in it. And Mike Vapes was vaping 0.25. I was like, holy shit. So I was like, well, if Mike Vapes can vape 0.25, Vic, I'm sure, can handle a 0.4.
Yeah.
But he couldn't. And then I know Bogan was using a 0.35. So yeah, I thought I was safe enough for 0.4. But I think Vic needs maybe 0.6 or 0.7. Maybe I'll do a mouth to lung build from on the Valhalla.
Yeah.
Well, I got a question. What coil from Steve B. Barron? What coils do you like?
It depends on the device. So if I'm using a mech, 0.1 fused Clapton or 0.1 alien. The 0.1 fused Claptons I have will last longer, but I think the aliens will give you slightly better flavor, but there's not much in it. If it's mouth to lung, I will use my 0.5 mouth to lung aliens and my RTAs. I sort of play about with the RTAs and sort of put different builds in those frame staple coils. I like probably the best in the RTAs. 0.1 to 0.5 around that.
And we've got Darth Vader says, Vapor says, is it true Clapton coils are named after Eric Clapton? I can tell you what they're named after guitar strings. So that, yes, it is. Ian were laughing there, but yet it is named after Eric Clapton.
Yeah, it is, because it looks exactly like a, yeah.
Just tickled me. I don't know.
No, it's true. That's what they were, because they said they like his guitar strings, aren't they?
Yeah.
And that's, so yeah, you are right. It's where it comes from.
We all know I know nothing about coils.
You do know, Ian. You do know.
Yeah, you see, you learn something every day.
I know. Every day's a school day for sure.
I mean, I'd like to do it as well, but I always deal with people who's having pods all day, so it always just seems natural for me to stay on pods, and that way I can find out the best pods for my customers to buy. And I do like building and that, but with having big fat fingers and the shakes, it's quite difficult to do it sometimes. So, but I do enjoy it when I can.
I have big hands. You can't blame the hands.
It helps in something having big hands.
My nickname when I was an electrician was Mitts, because my.
Was it? Yeah, I've had a lot of drug abuse though, mate. So, Mark, we've got handshakes for tonight, Mark.
We have.
The first handshake will be the Sabores del Canto, and it's the pumpkin flan, along with V-God's purple bomb. And that will be one handshake.
I've just finished that. It wasn't too bad after.
I love it, mate. It's a nice candy.
Which one, the V-God? V-God.
V-God, yeah. I mean, I've seen it around for a long time.
Vegan.
Hey?
Vegans.
What's a vegan?
Vegan.
And in the second handshake, Mark, we've got some more Sabores del Encanto with the Illusions Rogue from 12 Monkeys. So they're the handshakes for tonight. Do you want to run the thread, Mark, and we'll do one of them, shall we?
Yeah, do you want to do one now? Yeah, I'll put that on.
Yeah, I will inbox you the number, Mark.
Do you know the magic number?
There's a bumper. Ooh.
There's a bumper been done.
So what we're going between?
Between 190 and 290.
Right, so if you want the V-God and the I can't even say it.
Del Encanto. It's the flan Dilla Calabaza.
Yeah.
Pumpkin flan, basically.
I want to get on that pineapple one. That pineapple upside down cake, I really fancy.
That's nice, that one.
You know, they're all lovely flavours, but they're just
Right, here we go.
popular. That's the thing. So
Yeah.
in a vape shop, they won't last 2 minutes because people start complaining. So, you know, if you're a builder like Proper Coils, it'll be right up your street because they are lovely juice. It's just a shame they're not made for the mainstream market. Has anybody started putting the numbers in yet?
Yeah, they're coming in now, yeah.
They're coming.
I've had a close one already.
Oh dear, that was very close. Oh, that's a bit fast. Slow down now, steady.
Slow down.
I'm sure that number's already been once, but I've just seen it again.
Oh, somebody's gonna do it.
Oh my word.
2 people were one away. 2 people.
Ooh.
It's coming soon.
Oh,
Dear.
What can...
Oh, another close one.
Sure, it's not already been.
No.
I've seen it.
No, not yet.
Close but no
Skirted
cigars.
around it, but it hasn't been in.
That's what she
It
says.
will be. Yeah. Skirt around it, but it hasn't been in.
Fucking hell, somebody did skirt around it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Sweet baby Jesus. Oh, we got
hey, got one.
Boom.
it's Stuart again.
It's a bloody Stuart.
Stuart Arton.
Is it?
Stuart Everton. Dan Barden, the tattoo man. You did
He jumped it.
2-2-0, 2-2-1, 2-2-3-2.
JD got it just after Stuart Ayton as well.
Yeah, Dan the man. You could have got it there, pal.
Right, so that's it. The number was 222. So Stuart Ayton, you cannot enter the next one. Thank you.
Well done, Stuart.
Well done, Stuart.
So congratulations.
It's been a while, actually, since any of the Stuarts have won anything, to be fair, on here.
Yeah,
Been a while.
Stuart, just inbox me on Facebook, mate. I forgot your address again.
So John, do you know when you decide? So you decided you're going to do your coils. You were making your coils. How long were you making your coils before you decided, right, I'm going to see if I can make a business out of this?
Started 5 years ago, so probably about after 4 years, I'd say.
Really, that long?
Yeah.
And what do you think? Just thought, I think I'll give this a shot, and just
I was making some for some of the guys at work, and one of the guys that works in my local shop, Joe Vape in the dock, Terry that works in there, he was asking, he heard I built coils, so I made him some, and then the guy that owned the shop basically asked me any chance he could stock them in his two shops in France and one in Dundalk. And I thought about that, and I just decided to do my own thing then.
Go balls deep.
To be honest with you, I thought about it. I'm not one for just jumping in and doing things like without thinking about it. So what I done was I spoke to, there was 3 or 4 different local shops that I sort of went into, and I spoke to the mall, the owners of the mall, and what they thought about it. And there's a shop in Drogheda, a town close to me, OB Vape, and Owen that owns the shop was basically instead of trying to rip me off and tell me that I was going to make millions selling coils in the shop, he was actually honest with me and said, you're actually better off just not dealing with the shops and just go yourself, set up your own website. And it was Owen from OB Vape that actually suggested sending coils out to reviewers, which is what sort of kicked me off and got me off to a quick start. Sending out coils to Flat Cap and Little Bro Vapes and Aiden and the lads, or Pud and the lads. That sort of gave me a kickstart and got me name out there fairly quick. So,
what made you decide on them specific reviewers? Like you've got like Vaping Biker, you've got like Todd Reviews, and
I actually messaged Todd Reviews at the start, and he is already sort of. I think one of his friends, PC Coils.
Yeah.
That gets mistaken for me sometimes, PC Coils, but it's a separate person. He's been using his coils for years and years. Or I think they're close friends. So he just gave me a polite message back saying I already have someone looking after me. I sent messages around to a few people. Flat Cap took them and ran with them. He was brilliant. He
Yeah, because
loved
I
them.
remember him using them before he was even on the scene.
Yeah, I think if I can remember, I think he was less than 1,000 subs when I sent him. And now he's over 2,000. He's flying.
He is.
It was Flat Cap that then recommended Aiden and Pud, and then that sort of, I got lucky as well because I sort of made a deal with the guys before they get on to the UK Vape Show, so we got really lucky with that. So I got talking to Vic then through the guys, and then that's how we got sponsored on the UK Vape Show. So, a bit of luck, and yeah.
We know UK Vape still loves your coils as well, doesn't he? He uses them, Rob.
UK Vape, so yeah.
He's a big fan of your coils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He likes I think he's a big fan of the Mount-Long Aliens and the Mount-Long Claptons. They're his favourites. He uses them a lot in his Mount-Long RTAs.
Because you've got a bit of rivalry, haven't you, with is it Chris Grimes' coils?
No.
No, you sure?
No, Chris. I'm sure. I know. I've never spoken to Chris. Yeah.
I don't say you, but I mean in the community. You know, there's certain groups use Chris Grimes, and then the other guys use your coils, don't they?
Let them out. Sorry.
I think it happens in all of them, though, doesn't it? Because there used to be a guy. What were they? Were they used to do coils for EVC?
Yeah. Forgot his name.
Shane Wiseman.
Yeah. He used to do coils. I don't know if he's still doing them, but he used to do coils.
Yeah, there's loads of guys out there. Tilted, the Scottish guy, Tilted. He sponsors the Scottish Vape Show. Tilted, Kilt, is it?
Oh yeah, Kilted Coils.
Yeah, Kilted Coils. Yeah, they're Scottish, aren't
they?
I once did some.
When I was starting the company, I was looking around all the websites. The Anonymous Coils is an awesome website. Anonymous Coils.
Yeah.
Bogan uses his coils a lot. His series coils. His website is gorgeous. Like that was something I was trying to match when I was making my website.
So as you said, where did the name come from? Proper Coils, because like I say, these PC Coils, isn't there?
Yeah, I didn't even know they existed until he spoke.
Did you not?
The name is just. I was just trying to. I was thinking of the company before I thought of the name, so I was thinking of everything else, and then I was, Jesus, what am I going to call it? I might call myself something, and JD Vape or JD Coils. No one's going to really know who I am, like. But I was trying to think of popular Irish brands, and Proper 12 whiskey sort of come into my head, and then I was like, Proper Coils, that sounds pretty good. So yeah, that's how we come up with the name. Conor McGregor's going to be looking for some royalties off me, I'd say.
Steve Barron asks where you're from in Ireland. He's from Northern Ireland.
Loud. I'm about 20 minutes from the Northern Ireland border. So
you're in Southern Ireland then?
Southern Ireland, just in Southern Ireland, yeah. So we've probably a northernish accent.
So a bit of Pachin.
If you drive 20 minutes north, it'll be a strong northern accent. So.
And how did you find setting up your website, John? Was it easy, or did you get somebody else to do it?
I just went on to Squarespace and just played around with myself. The only help I got, I didn't get anyone to design anything. I don't know myself. The only help I got was I sent some coils to a local photographer, just to when I was launching the website, just to have nice coil pictures. I had some nice ones myself, but I'm no expert with a camera. So I got him to take some like promo shots for when you're clicking on to buy the coil, like something that'll look nice. So I got that. Other than that, I done everything myself. But it took me a good 3 or 4 months to sort of be happy with where it was. And
yeah, it is a nice, fresh-looking website. To be honest,
it's clean looking, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I use I used to use Shopify. I'm actually in the process of reopening my online store, but I use Shopify, and that's quite easy, but it's not quite professional looking like you would see with some bigger companies. So I do want to go down that way in the future. But Steve, you've got a new venture, haven't you?
Yeah, that's all. I said early stages, man. Like I said, I'm just getting my website built as well. I'm just setting the old drop shipping and all that business. So it's in early stages, but hopefully by the end of the month that'll all be up and running. So I'll have to let people know about that and get some sales in.
Yeah,
exactly. So watch out for that, because Steve is opening an online store.
Yeah. And he's sticking with Blazing Vapes, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah.
So that'll be exciting.
So he's talked about it a little bit, hasn't you, mate? Talked about it and batted it around a bit, and thought, I'll go for it.
Yeah, because obviously now I'm redundant to that, and I ideally wanted to do something on the vaping side of it, and then I thought about and then a few months ago I'd opened my own shop, and then the missus a while ago said, well, why don't you try an online store? So yeah, I think I'll start the online store, get that going, and then open my own bricks and mortars. So
you'll do well, mate.
Stuff.
You'll do well.
Good stuff.
So early stages at the moment, but yeah, that'll be coming hopefully by the end of the month.
The good thing as well, Steve, is that you've been reviewing products, so you've got a very good idea of what's the best products to sell for your customers as well.
Yeah. So
really good, yeah.
I'm looking forward
You
to
like
that.
Matt?
Who's off?
Matt's coming. No, just said right, Matt.
Oh, Matt Cloud9 Hardy.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah, no, I think you'll do well, Steve. I do think you'll do well. I think it'll be, like I say, always a goal to go for your own online store. A bit like Danny did. He did the same. Didn't you, mate?
Yeah, I just got a bit lazy because it's quite a lot of maintenance when you have your own site as well. Especially if you're selling all sorts of different things, you're going to get quite a lot of customers eventually. And got a business to run as well. It's quite difficult doing both.
Yeah, because there's that many online stores out at the moment, so it's just the case of just keep getting your name out, advertise it wherever you can, and that. So yeah, no, it should be good. Looking forward to it.
Because you've got a friend, haven't you, Ian? Happy Vape Co. He just started his up, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. He's actually in the bargain bit later when that comes along. Yeah, he's got it's a good shop. It's a good shop. He was on Laid Back Vape Show last Monday.
Yeah, so I watched that. Head on over to the Laid Back Vape Show. Ian's got a show there every Monday, which I used to be part of, and unfortunately I had to pull out. But it's a cracking show. So every Monday at 7 p.m. you can see Ian on the Laid Back Vape Show. Now, speaking of bargains, are we going to do some bargains yet?
Yeah, but I just say, I don't know why randomly Nightbot comes in.
I know, that's why I laughed in the chat.
It's not even open, it just randomly pops up.
And he works part-time every Sunday.
Yeah, he does, it must be.
I'm here.
But yeah, it must go about 10 o'clock, it must go, oh, look, it's 10 o'clock, I better jump in that chat and say, please subscribe. Right.
You love Nightbot, you got to love Nightbot.
Run to bumper.
And now, from N.U.V.S, it's Bargains of the Week.
And we're back.
And we're back. So who's up first with the bargains? Anybody see the bargains, lads?
I've got a couple. I'll just stick that on screen. The first one I've seen is the Vandy Vape Lit 24mm is now. I'll get a picture out of the way. Come on, yeah. There we go. $9.99.
It's not a bad price, is it?
It's not a bad price. For some reason it didn't say the original price, but 60% off. And I haven't tried one myself, but it doesn't look too bad, really. Too complicated.
Spring-loaded out as well, spring-loaded clamps, so it'd be easy to use.
Yeah, for 24mm, that's not. I don't think that's too bad.
You're not going to get very big coils in that.
No.
But as a starting,
yeah,
it's all right, isn't it? I suppose.
Yeah.
For the tenner, it's worth a pump, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean that one that JP sent Amanda with the Vandy Vape. What was it?
Mutant.
Mutant. 4 or 5 quid they are online.
Yeah. I mean, I've got one of them. It's not too bad. Next up on so was this Vape Huts. We've got the OBS. A bit of a mouthful. KF B2 AOO starter kit, $9.99.
They use Smock coils as well. They're compatible with Smock coils, I think. The baby.
I think what is it? Said they were quite good.
They're a little bit smaller than a baby.
They're compatible with something. I can't remember.
Didn't Sulphur Vapor had one? He said it wasn't a bad kit.
I've got one.
Have you got one, James? What do you think?
I've got one.
Yeah.
The designs are shit though. They're a bit outdated for me.
Yeah, if I thought for $9.99, if you're just getting into it and you want something,
it's
with
a bargain.
with a bit of a slightly different design on them, then I don't think it's too bad.
Mesh coil on it. You got your mesh coil, which is good. You get loads of flavour. What's the battery like on it? Oh, 1500.
1500. So that's it. It's not USB-C or anything, but if you're just starting out, then that would be not quite too bad. Next up is what's he done? The Raptor tank, $34.99 down to 20 quid. I mean, now I'll pick this one out because I mean I've got one myself, and I still think it's been out a little while now, but I really like mine.
Yeah.
Get a nice bit of flavour off that, and yeah, so for 20 quid, that's not too bad. It's not the cheapest out there. Obviously, you can get cheaper sub-ohm tanks, but I do rate that one. So I thought.
Do you use the Falcon coils for it?
Sorry.
Do you use the Falcon coils for it?
Yeah, the Falcon coils obviously get their own ones with it. I haven't tried the other coils in it, but their own ones. That, I think is it seaweed or something that some strange
seaweed.
Was it
seaweed?
Yes. Oh, seagrass.
Seagrass, yeah.
Or whatever that is, but yeah, well, I've had mine for a while now. I haven't used it for a while because I've had a few of the bits of new toys come in, but I really like that now.
It's like the Falcon ones, isn't it? The Falcon ones have got like wood pulp in there or something, haven't they?
Yeah, is it
bamboo?
Bamboo, innit?
Yeah, something like
that.
Phil Jones is just saying about the lit stops juice from flowing from side to side. So if you drip one coil, it can get starved of juice. One hit fine, next heat you're vaping on cotton, which is not a good design, is it? But it's worth a try at tenner.
And then the last one I've got is the Geek Vape Baron RDA from $29.99 down to $12.99.
That got a lot of good reviews, didn't it?
I'm not sure. I don't think about using it myself. I mean,
little tip for Vaping 101: if you put it in your cart and leave it for a while, they'll send you an email with a discount code.
They do that, don't they?
Yeah, right. For me though.
Did it with me with Kelpie.
13 quid. I thought that's not too bad.
it's good.
Too bad. Nice choice of calls. I'm not sure about the old rainbow and that, but not bad. And that's it for me.
JP, have you got anything, buddy? Or Ian? No.
Yeah, just give me a second.
He's on it.
Anybody in chat? If you've got a bargain recently, let us know in chat.
Yeah, please pop it in there. Let us know.
Someone's put one in that where was it? I did see. Oh, Daft Vapor put in Zeus Juice $15.99 for 100ml Evolution Vaping.
What flavour, Daft? That's a very good price. It's usually around 20 quid.
Yeah, I'm just over on to Planet of the Vapes. Like I say, they've got the Smock RPM 160 for £20.50.
CVP loves them.
But that'll be, it's really good.
Yeah,
I don't like the look of it though.
If you click on it though, that'll probably take it to source mode or something like that.
Yeah, most likely.
Needed airflow on it though, didn't it?
Like I say, the drag refresh for just over 25 quid.
Mate, they're about £23-24 at wholesale, so that's a very good price. And that auto squonker as well by SX Finger.
Yeah. So if I go across into UK vape deals, so like I say, I left it open for the juices as well. Like I say, Element Vapes for $4.99 for 50 mils.
That's
good.
Not wrong with that. What else did I see? I saw the the Coil Masters ultrasonic cleaner for over 20 quid.
That's a new vaping, isn't it?
That's new vaping. Like that's more or less it on here.
The old dinner lady for $5.99.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'll be heading on to that site later, getting some stock for my shop.
Over to Sig One, and they got Cotton Kiss 100ml short fill for $9.99. So I don't know what it's actually like, but from
I don't know either.
For the price,
You can't
bargain price.
Have you guys tried Future Juice?
No.
No.
I see Josh vaping with CJ. He started working at a vape shop and they supply it. They're the people who brought in Sabori's Delincanto over from the USA. But I've not known anybody who's tried it yet. In fact, Mank in chat, I know he used to stock it in his shop that he used to work at.
Yeah, they've got the Asmodus Kodama for $104.99, but it was cheaper than that earlier on in the week.
It was Lustro, it was $9.99, wasn't it?
$99.99, but then there was a discount code to make it even cheaper, to make it for 90 quid.
That's a serious deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a right bargain there. I mean, Vaporessa Tower Nano for $14.99.
You all right, them as well.
Yeah. Good little mouth to long banger.
Yeah.
I did see, like I say, the Raptor for $11.99 over on eSig One.
That brand's getting big as well. Cut to the vape. All the wholesalers have started stocking it.
Have they?
Yeah, and it's
Never heard of
50p cheaper at wholesale than what it is there.
Fruity Tooty 10ml salts for £2.49.
Weren't keen on them. I found them a bit sweet.
Tutti frutti.
Same with the Keep It 100 as well.
God, he's got them going on tonight, isn't he? Look at them all.
UK Vape Kings, like I said, they got the Erding 200 watt for £52.99.
Oh, God, I tell you, I wish I had 50 quid.
£54.99. The Mini for £15.99 from £24.99.
You know, £38.99.
Yeah.
Do you think that's come down because of the problems that they've had with the updates and stuff?
The Creed for
Possibly.
£13.99 from £26.99. And that's what I won yesterday, wasn't it? The Orca.
You know what I found? I stopped the Orca, and you know the actual shell that the glass goes into? Sometimes it can be too tight. So when you slip the tank off, the glass is supposed to stay where it is, and it doesn't do. It drags the glass out of it. So then you've got to dry the inside of the glass to stick your finger in to get a grip to pull it back out. So there's a bit of QC issues with the Orca.
Yeah. And then the last one, what Benny found, was the Archery Pal 2 kit, 1000 milliamp for £4.99.
And they've also got
that's
the Z-Bip.
over Washington Vapes. You did say another one, and I kind of missed out where it was. And yeah, that's from my end.
Yeah, they're also doing the Z-Bip for $2.99.
That was it, yeah.
Nick says they're doing the Dead Rabbit SE for 10 quid at eSig 1.
Rainbow Vapes, Inikin Aries 1, MTL for 8 quid on Rainbow Vapes.
Good.
The Dead Rabbit SE, that comes with like 4 or 5 different caps and everything.
Yeah, that's the 4 different caps, wasn't it?
Very good deal.
I've got one. Should I fling that up now?
Yeah, fling it up, mate, yeah.
There we go. So it's the Geek Vape. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's price, that. Very good price.
Geek Vape 1X Stylus pod kit that Danny reviewed. When was that? Yesterday, day
I've
before?
not reviewed it yet, but it's a very, very good pod system.
Oh, you haven't? I
no,
thought you had. I apologise.
Yeah, no. You can press this here at the bottom like a mech, so use it. Or it's automatic draw, which Dan Barden, the tattoo man, I forgot it was fucking automatic draw until yesterday. But it's got no airflow. However, if you put your fingers on the side, it does restrict it more. You do get a good mouth to lung vape. Uses the G coils like the Aegis Boost pod system. It's a very good bit of kit. I do like the green one. It looks really cool.
Yeah, I've got one of them, the green ones on the wire board.
Yeah, and it's also 510 compatible, so you can stick your own drip tips in. It comes with 2 different drip tips, a big one like that, and then a smaller one. So it's really good.
Yeah,
I started putting 510s on.
1,100 milliamp. Yeah, looks quite tidy. Does look quite tidy. Good little starter kit, I would say.
Yeah,
by looking at it. But yeah, and that's available at Happy Vape Co. That's me. That's all I had. Just the one.
Darth Vapor said that he got it for got the diesel RTA from EC1 for £12.60 with 10% discount code. Yeah, they're having a 10% discount code. If you go on, it's through. I think it's through August. 10% off. So that's off everything.
With the diesel RTA myself, it's great. It's a great little
EC1.
Yeah. It's a great little RTA.
So, if you had to take 3 kits away with you, mate, on a desert island, what would you take, John?
The Kennedy, because it'll last forever.
Expensive. Take that.
there's no board to go wrong. What else? I'm out along for the morning.
Yeah.
For my coconut coffee in the morning, and then I suppose an RTA. Some sort of RTA.
What would you say was one of your favourite RTAs that you've used?
My most favourite RTA ever, and it was the first RTA I bought. I can't remember what it was the first, but it was one of the first RTAs I bought. The OBS Nano Engine single coil. It was a slightly restricted direct lung, slightly not like really restricted, not like the Har. I have the Har there; that's fairly restricted, but the slightly restricted direct lung single coil, and that was one of the first RTAs I used practice building coils and testing them out and stuff. That was if I can find an OBS Nano engine now, I'd buy it. I'd buy 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
Brilliant, like a brilliant. I'd really recommend that.
Is that the OBS mouth to lung one? Because I've got the OBS original.
It's the OBS Nano engine. It's the smaller version of the engine, obviously.
Yeah, I've got the.
It's out about 4. It was probably 4.5 years.
Yeah, I've got the original engine.
Yeah, I'd pay big money for one of those. If anyone has one of those in the drawer that's intact, I'll buy it off him.
That's what Reverend V does, Benny. He goes round searching for classic kits and stuff. And
it doesn't look. It's not an RTA that looks old. You know, you see some of them and have they might have the tall drip tips and they just look a bit funky. This was like the OBS Nano engine still looks fairly modern, but it's anyone in chat has one of them, I'll give you a few pounds.
I'll give you £100 for it.
Do you use RDTAs? I found that RDTAs are my thing. Seem to get better flavor.
I don't think I've ever bought one, to be honest. I don't think I've ever tried one.
I use the Vandy Vape Matto. The Vandy Vape Matto is very good flavour. Yeah. And also the Brunhilde, which is pretty good as well.
Yeah. The Brunhilde kit that got great reviews. The kit, the gold and black and the mod and the whole lot.
Yeah. Have you seen the...
actually try one.
Yeah, I mean, they are cool. Have you seen the... this is to everybody. Have you seen the Cremhilde by Vapefly?
Yeah.
It looks fucking mint, that.
Cremhilde?
Yeah, really nice, isn't it? Yeah.
Is it Cremhilde?
Cremhilde, yeah.
It looks awesome.
Really nice.
See, I had the Limitless RDTA, which was the first one mainstream that came out, an RDTA. I used to use it all the time.
Yeah. Didn't Smock do one as well, like back in 2012 or something daft like that?
I don't know. I definitely know that they did the Limitless RDTA, which was iJoy and Limitless. And then they fell out. They did like 3 versions of it. And then they dropped the Limitless because they fell out. So they still went up to like version 6 or something.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at some of Smock's old products, I don't like Smock at all. I think they're shit. But when you look at some of the old products, it's proper well made. You know, they use proper stainless steel and stuff. And now they're plastic shit.
They were in competition with Kangertech back then. Imagine they were trying to beat Kangertech. Kangertech was like really good stuff too, all stainless steel and well made. Whatever happened then, we don't know. Yeah.
Daft's had 13 cans and still sober.
Who has?
Daft Vapers. Is it normal to be sober after 13 cans?
I would. For me personally, I would say no.
Yeah, but he's drinking Shandy Bass.
You think you're sober, but you're actually not sober.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Is it normal to think you're sober after 13 cans? Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah, till you stand up.
Yeah.
What do you like with Sorry, Danny, go on, mate.
It's all right. You go ahead, mate.
No, I was just going to say, do you think I've literally got about 8 quickfire questions, John, if you're up for answering them.
Oh, hit me.
Lovely. Probably not very exciting because they're mine. MTL, DTL?
MTL.
MTL. Cake or pie?
Cake.
Mech or regulated? I think I know the answer to that.
Mech.
Yeah. Mods or pods? I think I know the answer to that as well.
Yeah.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
I know the answer to that. I'm going to ignore that. Sausage and chips or fish and chips?
Fish and chips.
Fish and chips. Yeah. Kebab or burger?
Jeez, that's a tough one.
Burger.
Go burger. Yeah.
Cool. Golf or cricket?
Kebab burger.
How about golf or cricket?
Is Kentucky Bill still in chat?
No, it probably disappeared then. No?
Probably there still.
I've never played cricket, so probably I played golf. So golf, I'll go golf, and I'll keep Kentucky Bill happy. He might invite me
keep
back.
him happy. Talk a bit of golf.
Yeah. Like it. That's all I got. I only had a few.
Have you had any major incidents making coils or dealing with mechs, John?
Nothing with mechs. No. I want to know your stuff. I want to know your basics with the mechs. The coil wise, nothing really. Like you're gonna, as I said before, you're gonna stab yourself every so often. No, I've no exciting story where I slash my finger or anything. No. But it might be just a matter of time with the speed of this thing beside me.
Them magnets that they use are quite funky, aren't they? It's good to watch them make them when they put the magnet at the end, so it doesn't spin round or something like that when they make.
Yeah, I have a magnet setup. I have a swivel setup. I have it beside me. A swivel setup, and I have a magnet setup. But the magnet setup worked perfect when I was using a drill, like an 18-volt drill. But when I bought the jewellery rotating drill, the speed of it was too much for the magnet. And it started vibrating too much, so I had to stick with a regular swivel setup.
Yeah.
If anyone in chat is thinking of starting coil building, don't waste your time with don't waste your time with like cheap swivels, because I spend months using. I just would go into the local fishing shop and buy swivels. But if you want the really good swivels, get Croc swivels. These here, they're expensive, but they're American made, and they're the best swivels you can get. They'll last. One of those swivels will last. It could last a year, and they're smooth, and there's no jumping and stuff.
You can go fishing with them if you want as well.
And you can go fishing with them. Yeah. Dual purpose.
Stuart in chat says Clapton or fused Clapton.
Depends what you're using, I suppose. It mounts along Clapton. I like Clapton.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a bit more crackle of it over Clapton.
I like the crackle.
Yeah.
A little bit of crackle.
Do you want to do this second giveaway, Danny?
Yeah, we can do, yeah. Up next, you've got the Sabores del Encanto from E&B Flavors, which are based out in USA. Head on over to emb.com. You can use Big D 15 for 15% off. And you got the Rogue Illusions. So they're up for grabs. I've already sent you the number in WhatsApp, guys.
I've just blanked bumper.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Okie dokie. So we're back. Stick your numbers in. It's between 480 and 580.
Drop that in chat.
480 and 580.
Yeah, Graham wants to know, is it Bill or Mick?
I had some there. Depends who's in chat.
Well, they keep on. Well, they have a look on chat because I can't. I'm behind on here. So, I have been over at Southern Ireland. I used to have a girlfriend that lived in. Well, her parents was from Southern Ireland. Do you use peat? Have you got a peat fire?
I know about it. She won't stop talking about you.
Do you what?
She won't stop talking about you. I know her.
Yeah, you probably do. Everybody knows someone in Ireland. I tell you, it's great. You say to someone, "I've been over that." Oh, do you know him? Do you know him? No. I've fucking other side. I went over to, is it Carraro? Which is right on the coast of Ireland. It's like it's past what's that? Everybody like a big place, Cork. Is it Cork? What over that way?
Yeah,
don't know. It's like right on coast, but we went for New Year. Fuck me, it was cold.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been so cold in my life. I had to go to Dunn's and buy some thermal underwear.
Long Johns.
Ooh.
And but I tell you what, they used to have peat fire. You know, they use peat, don't they? I don't know if you have it.
Yeah.
But the peat fire, they used to have open cook fat. They used to cook on range, which had peat in it. And they used to just stick the meat in. So go down to butchers and get some lamb or some chicken and just throw them in there. Wow. Honestly, flavour off of that is fantastic.
Got a few close one, guys, but we got one. JD on 692.
Yep.
With the number 540, you have won the Sabores del Encanto.
There you go.
N.U.V.S Flavors and 12 Monkeys Illusion Rogue.
So if you get in touch with Danny, both of you, Stuart and JD,
go on over to Big D Vapes at Facebook and inboxes on there, guys.
Well done, both of you.
And I tell you what, when we were over there, we went out New Year's Eve, and there were about 8 of us in a flipping little like larder car, They just and he were pissed who were driving. They're not bothered. Just come on, get in.
Larder.
Get in.
Fucking hell.
Larder.
Everybody in. There you go. Well,
Oh, you got to love a larder. It's the old joke, isn't it? Why do larders and Skodas have rear heated windows?
yeah.
Keep your hands warm whilst you're pushing them.
And any other car key would fit as well in ladders.
Yeah.
Really?
Next door neighbour used to fucking get locked out of his all the time. And we used to use any fucking key and open it up.
Can I
JD
message you
wants
on
to know if he
Twitter?
can message you on Twitter, Danny.
Yeah, Twitter, JD, that's fine, buddy. Messages on Twitter. I'll post them out probably tomorrow. So well done, JD, and well done to Stuart again, who wins every
well
other
done,
week.
guys. Or girls.
So while we're on, John, are you planning on coming over to an expo?
I had tickets booked and plane booked and hotel booked for May, but obviously that didn't happen.
Are you going to have a booth, or you're not going to?
No booth. No, I was gonna go over and meet the lads and meet all of you guys and have a bit of crack, a few drinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever the next one's on, I'll be there definitely for sure.
Because they've just started doing coil building stands, haven't they?
Sorry.
They've just started October last year. They had coil builders in doing different coil builds and that.
I was never at one, to be honest with you. So
Have you never been to one?
I've never been to a vape show. No.
No.
Yeah, they have a little section, don't they, for the higher end mods and stuff. And
Yeah, they started, didn't they? Yeah.
what's it called, that area? They have a name for it, don't they? Forget the fucking name now. But yeah, it was cracking.
I'll have to bring a few pound with me.
You do, mate. Trust
Yeah.
me. Take about $2,000 with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good to go
I'd
for.
like to go
Like I
to
said, I only went for one day last year because I went my first, and I was a bit like a fish out of water. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't really know anybody, and I met West Yorkshire Coils and walked around with him, but I'd met a couple of lads, Aidan and that lot, 'cause it was first time, and TVP and Flat Cap and all that lot, and said hello. But I felt like a bit like of ooh, no, I'm a bit scared. So yeah, it's a bit of an eye opener when you do actually go in because it was you. I don't know how it's going to be in May because we might be still on face masks and walking around.
Yeah.
Not easy to vape in one of them.
Yeah. it'll be
Modders Gallery, that's it. Modders Gallery, Mark.
Models Gallery, that's the one, Sheboygan. Did Sheboygan go to the last one?
How many wives did your boy can bring?
So over in Ireland, Southern Ireland, do you have the same way you've got to go into shops with masks on with COVID? How are you coping with that over there?
Yeah, we as of tomorrow we have to. It's compulsory. It's going to be compulsory to wear masks in shops. It was optional up until today, up until tomorrow, I suppose. It started to spike in the middle of the country in Laois and Kildare. 3 of the counties in the middle of the country has gone into full lockdown again.
Right.
There was a factory. I don't know what sort of factory. Some sort of factory in the Midlands. Had like 90 cases in a factory, and that spread. So we've had, I think yesterday or the day before was the highest number of confirmed cases since the first week in May. So it's sort of kicking back in again. So
yeah, well, it's happening over here. We've got areas that have now gone into lockdown round in Yorkshire.
I felt like our government they reacted very. I was sort of happy how they reacted very quickly about everything, and they were very overly cautious with everything, which turned out to be a good thing, obviously. It's got to know. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know.
It don't really help though when you see thousands of fucking rubber dinghies that have come over from France. Have you seen them all at the ports? Something like 1,000 people came in this week, and you're thinking, fucking hell, I can't go and see my mum in Manchester 30 minutes away, but don't mind about the 14,000 people that have just come in the country illegally. Do you know what I mean?
As soon as they lessened the restrictions over here, beaches were just instantly full. Then.
Oh yeah, they did that here.
The main street of every town was just full again. So it didn't surprise me to see it spiked again.
Yeah.
Tough.
Wait till it hits Christmas time. It's supposed to be coming round again.
You were talking about high-end mods. Is there any high-end mods you guys have your eye on, or even in a couple of years' time? Or
I want the Cobblestone by Kennedy. The Kennedy cobblestone. Can't even fucking say it. That was really nice.
I don't tend to look because I can't afford it.
Yeah, I'm a bit same, mate. I love a Kennedy. I don't like say Vindicator and that, and I just like I can't afford that.
The cobblestone is serious money. I was looking at that myself. It's I think I seen wholesale price. It was like $275.
Yeah,
I'd love a what's his name that does all the stab wood. Used to be a reviewer.
Scott Bonner, is it? No.
It's what?
Scott
Turnwood
Bonner?
Effects. Turnwood Effects.
Yeah, Turnwood Effects. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to get one of these mods because they are absolutely gorgeous. You what?
Vic's got one, hasn't he?
Yeah. What is it? Bought one, didn't he? Jay Hayes, he bought one as well.
I was asking, would he sell it to me? He wouldn't sell it to me. Vic. Yeah, that's on my wish list eventually. It's a lot of money, but they're about £400 or £500, I think.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You reviewed the RTA, didn't you? Did you see Jay Hayes' review?
Yeah, he smashed it.
Smashed it in the garden, didn't he? Well, outside his shopping meeting with a hammer.
Yeah, but that would only because he's got a beef with.
I've watched Jay Hayes for years, but I think when you're watching Jay Hayes, you just need to realise that once you understand that he's not, like, especially if he's reviewing another reviewer's products, he might be biased. Like, I think if he buys a high-end product, he's going to be genuine enough. But if he has any issue with the reviewer at all, you sort of have to take a pinch of salt with some of the stuff he says. Like even TVP's FP RTA, he went to town on that. He went way overboard with that.
Yeah. Well, with the they call it charred, didn't it? Because it looks like it's got a C in front of it.
Yeah.
But he's got a beef with Todd, hasn't he?
Yeah, it was over the 502, and I think he thought Todd, I think he thought Todd sold it or moved it on to someone in China, and then they copied that's how they copied it. But what happened was he put it up for charity for one of his auctions. You know those auctions he does every month, and it was for a good cause. So I wouldn't actually see a problem with what he done at all. So I think he just got the wrong end of the stick. I think.
Yeah, I think so. But he don't like him. So didn't he put an apology on one of his things though? He said he went a bit too far on it.
He apologised for smashing it.
Yeah. Because he's given it a 6.5 as well, didn't he?
Yeah, but what he does like as well, like I like watching him because he is. I know he's full of shit. Like I know that sometimes, but he's entertaining. And once you realise that he's taking the piss a lot of the times,
we've got.
He knows his stuff. I give him something. He knows his stuff about high end.
Yeah. Well, he buys a lot of high end, doesn't
he? Yeah.
Don't we, Benny? We just watch Jay Hayes so we can see Brie.
Yeah. That's it. Hey.
Are you sure he's not having a bit of that?
I don't know. No speculations there.
Thingy in chat, Nomad Vapors. Anybody tried liquids from Just Vape It? I've not, but I've heard very, very good reviews from them. So I might bring them in this week.
And we've got Trip Hammer Juice from Bournemouth. ATC, have you tried it?
No.
And also, Darth Vapor's asking, anyone like the look of the Voopoo Argus mod? Someone has got that, haven't they?
Yeah. I've got mine middle of last week, so I'm having a play with that at the moment. And,
it comes in a very nice box, doesn't it, Steve?
It's a good looking mod, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it. I mean, it comes in that nice little case just there. It's.
Have you tried it?
I haven't tried it yet, but
I was about to say, does it fire? Does the button fire every time you fire it?
Yeah, it's very. The designs in it for the GS, it's very. Similar, but I mean, it's really light. Even with batteries in it, it's really quite light. Not obviously a lot. The idea of obviously the pods there, you can take that off. And
is it dual? 18650 or the single?
Yeah, dual. Yeah.
And then it takes that P&P coil, doesn't it?
Them on the drag as well.
Yeah, the
magnets on it to get the pod out. They are pretty good on that. That's not going to fall out on you.
So you can take the 510 connection off and put it into a drag.
Yeah, it's got the whole thing now. Or you can put that onto an actual different mod tool, whatsoever. I've got a mod with me now. No, but yeah, you can just whack that whatever you want, and then obviously I said the pods, the magnet on them. Jesus Christ! But you can. The other thing is the airflow. There's no stop on it, so it just spins round and round. You haven't got any stop in it, but
yeah.
It's I'm quite impressed with that. Like I'm going to say, I'm going to have a proper play with it, and then get a review out of it for some point.
JP, what points are you on your Drag X?
Then
what points are you on your Drag X? You can play a game on your Drag X, can't you?
Yeah, it's stupid. Is that?
I don't know anything about it. How it is up there. I was tempted to do a J Hace on it. That's how disappointed I was with it.
A lot of people are disappointed. I mean, I found it all right. It wasn't like amazing. It wasn't like a Geek Vape Boost Plus or an Oxford Origin, but I thought it was a decent bit of kit. But
it to me, it's one of those. It shoulda, coulda, woulda, and there was a lot of niggly issues with it, like the leak weeping at the bottom of the magnetic connection with the juice. It was always wet.
I think that's condensation, though. I don't think it's juice.
I think it was juice actually, because it was really condensation don't give that much liquid away like that.
Right.
The fire button, like I said, it didn't fire every time. Like what you call it. I mean, when they say stay and age where everything should work now, really, it's been going on for ages.
There's quite a lot of metal there, you see, so it does get, when the heat hits the cold, you get a lot of condensation there. But mine's not been leaking. But I don't agree with the game on it because that's just aimed at young people, isn't it?
Yeah. Kieran's got the Ha up next. AVC. Do you know there's a clone out of it already?
Yeah, you were saying that, weren't you?
Yeah, there's a clone out already of it. So if you don't want to pay the, is it 80 quid? Or 69 or something?
What website?
3F Vape have got it in.
That's James. He's off.
Yeah. I wonder if it's SXK then.
Don't know, I don't say. I just noticed it. Do you know when you get this thing and it says new in?
Nomad Pepper asked, let us know how you find them Just Vape It liquids, buddy.
Stuart says I have a question. We've got about a minute left, but he says, question, £50 for a kit, what would you buy? I would definitely buy, because you can get it now, the Gen, you can get for 36 quid. And I would get a tank, probably like, say, the Falcon, something like that, Falcon 2, Falcon 3, for 15 quid. Full kit.
Yeah, much the same, if I'm honest. I do want one of those Vapresso Gens.
Good. I like the Gen Nano as well. That was quite good.
Yeah, that's quite smart.
A lot of people like the material, isn't it? That rubber material.
Yeah.
Feel of it, yeah.
Mate,
I mean, Benny's lasted him ages.
Honestly, it's big, goes in my van, goes everywhere, and it's not scratched or anything. Other companies want to learn off of this coating because it doesn't do out. Look at that, it's like brand new.
Mate, you should see some of the devices that they've got to come out yet. I'm part of the Vapresso Power Shop, and they've got some really good devices coming out. And obviously, are they the first vape company to hit the FTSE 100 or something like that?
Yeah. Small, isn't it?
Yes, small. The richest vape company, aren't they? I think they made 18 billion or something.
3.3 billion, yeah.
Fucking hell, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, they've got a big company floated on stock market, aren't they?
Yeah, you're going to see Vaporesso everywhere, is it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you will do, yeah.
It's a good thing as long as they're coming out with good stuff. If they're coming out with shit,
like smoke,
it's not going to be.
Yeah, as long as they don't jump on the bandwagon like a lot of people do. A lot of companies do.
Yeah.
So I think it's time we call it a night, Mr. Benny.
It is.
Thank you, John, for popping on, buddy. It's been absolutely fantastic to get you on. If you've not checked out John's channel, Proper Coils, do check it out. You can also head on over to his website, propercoils.com. And he does ship out worldwide, and there are fantastic coils. Myself and JP's had some. Have you had some, Steve, yet?
Yeah, I had some maybe mouth to lung on it off him a while ago.
Yeah.
I've got used it on, but yeah, proper real.
Very well made. Comes with that certain cotton, doesn't it?
Japanese Muji cotton.
Japanese Muji cotton, yeah. Well presented, really good. So let's say our goodbyes, guys. We'll hand it on over to Benny first.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody in chat. Thank you very much to my 50 million spanners that I've got us about a little bit mad with spanners just lately. But yeah, thank you everybody on there for keeping it going. Thank you everybody in chat for giving us questions and keeping it going as always. John, thank you very much for coming on and keeping us entertained talking about coils. But it's interesting, I just find it fascinating that people can do it with hard fingers and thumbs and everything, mate. So I'd like to say, don't forget to go check out his website and buy some coils off of him. JP, Big D, Steve, Blazing, and Ian, ATC. No, I love you to pieces, guys. It's always a pleasure to do a stream with you. And I'll pass it on to James.
Thanks, Benny. I want to thank you for coming on. It's been a great show, John. Usual with you, rest of you guys. It's always been, a real good show. Thanks to chat, doing a lovely job out there. Brilliant, keeping the chat flowing like you do. And I want to thank the people actually in the Facebook group due to the fact I lost a member of the family a couple of days ago. So I'll pass on to Steve Blazing.
Well, cheers, James. Thanks to all my fellow casters, and thanks, John, for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you with us. And everyone in chat, all of our lovely spanners, and congrats to our winners. And we'll see you next week. Same channel, same time. Thank you much. And then Ian.
Lovely, thanks, Steve. Yeah, thank you all very much. As always, guys, it's been a pleasure. Always is. John, thank you so much for jumping on. It's been an eye opener. I haven't taken much of it in because I'm not very intelligent, but there's little bits in there that may sink in. So yeah, thank you for that. And everyone in chat, great stuff. Apart from Stuart, keeps spamming, keeps moaning at me for spamming. And we will be back. Congratulations to the two winners, and I will be with Steve tomorrow night on the Laid Back Vape Show. If any of you want to join us.
And we've got Mick and Bill on tomorrow night.
We have got Mick and Bill.
So that'd be a good show to go watch. And that reminds me that Mick and Bill are on now on the Late Night Vape Show. If you want to go out and join them, they've got Heavy Hitter on tonight. I was supposed to be on. Well, I'll tell you about that next week. So I was supposed to be on, and they dumped me for the big time reviewer. What's all that about?
Heavy Metal Vapor, is it?
Yeah, they dumped me for him. Bloody ridiculous. It's all our friends.
Very upset about it. Very upset.
Very drama.
You shouldn't bring it up. So yeah, thank you everyone. I'll pass it round. Right, who hasn't been? Danny, you haven't been yet, have you? No, Dan, you're going at the end, aren't you? John, sorry, John, over to you.
Right, Benny, JP, Ian, Danny, thanks very much for having me on. That's an hour and a half flew by. Thanks to everyone in chat. I've never seen so much blue in my life, Benny. Yeah, thanks very much for having me on. It's great. If you want to find me anywhere, it's Instagram Proper Coils, Facebook Proper Coils, YouTube Proper Coils, and propercoils.com for coils. And if you have any questions or if you have any custom options or any custom coils, you'll get me on PMs or DMs on Facebook and Instagram.
Slip into his DMs.
Or through the website as well.
Yeah.
So slip into his DMs.
Slip into my DMs for custom stuff. Yeah, thanks very much, lads.
Cheers, John. Thank you. Thank you very much for popping on the show. It's been an absolute pleasure. You really do good with your coils. They're fantastic products. So do head on over, guys, to propercoils.com. Thank you to my co-host, Benny. JP's uncle passed away. JP was very close with him. So thank you, guys, in Facebook for supporting him. And, we're always here for you too, JP, as well. So if you ever want to chat, mate, you know where we are, buddy. Thank you to Steve, Blazing Vapes, and my buddy Ian from Above the Clouds. And thank you to all in chat for joining us. Without you guys, it wouldn't be the same. And thank you to our spanners, the two Stewarts. You do great in chat. Thank you very much. And thank you to the winners. Who are the winners again? I forgot. JD.
JD.
Yeah. So thank you, guys. Join us again next week at 9 p.m. every Sunday. The best Sunday show on YouTube. So thanks for joining us, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Wow.
Yes.